You and me, hanging from the willow tree.
Welcome to Waiuta, another gold mining town on the west coast here. We're going to go explore and see what's left of this ghost town. They call it, some people call it a ghost town anyway. It's an old gold mining town. So yeah, it's about halfway between Greymouth and Reefton. About 17 k's in off the main road. And yeah, see what remains of this town. Let's do it. So some of the buildings in here are privately owned, so we won't be able to go into those, but there are a lot that are open to view. So we're walking into the town and you can see some buildings out there across the valley. So there's quite a settlement here by the look of it. Yeah, I can see the buildings over there in the distance.
Quietly drifting in the open breeze.
So we have a little way to walk around, but like I say, it's another nice day here on the coast. So get out and get some exercise and have a look through this gold mining town and see what life was like back in the 1800s for these miners and the life they endured. So from what I read on the internet recently, it appears that they're going to be reopening this mine and mining for some more gold. So that's another reason why we wanted to go through here before some of it's maybe destroyed. I don't know. We're hoping the mine company will keep all this open for the public to view while they mine in the background. But you can imagine it will change a bit. We've been past this way a few times and not had the opportunity to go in. It looks like there's an old rugby field over there as well, some goalposts. No doubt they would have played a bit of sport here while they had some leisure time. And dotted around the track here, there's all sorts of little plaques with some information and photographs of what it was like in the time. Looked like quite a thriving community here. I'm not sure how many people were here at the height of its mining days, but we shall endeavour to find out. Hopefully we'll give you a bit more information as we go around and visit the different places around here. So it looks like this place was opened up in 1906, and so they started work here in the early 1900s. By 1906 they had a shaft down to where they mined the gold from, using steam engines and things like that. So in the information we got up here, it looks like in the 1920s there was a population of around 500 people here. So there's quite a bit of business going on here with shops and pubs and things like that. A school.
We were never meant to be. If only we could try.
There's even a picture here with some snow. Here, 1935. You can see that. The postie on his push bike. So the mine went from the early 1900s to the closure in 1951. And it says by 1952 there was very little left of the town. People just didn't have jobs, so they had to go elsewhere. So a lot of the houses were broken down, taken away, used in some of the smaller towns and whatnot that are surviving around the area here. So what we see here is little remnants of what used to be a thriving community of 500 or so people. So we'll have a look further along the track and see what else we can find. So in this picture here,
in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Baby,
we have a payslip from one of the miners, or one of the prospectors here who discovered gold. And his payslip, I don't know for how long, might be for a week, I'm not sure, £1 7 6. So I don't know, that could have been quite a bit of money in those days. I don't know. Doesn't sound like a lot in our money now, but way back then, 100 or so years ago, that could have been quite a decent wage. Let's have a look at some of these buildings here, shall we? It's an old press. Have a look around the back for a start. The back of the building had an engine room and engineer's room and carpenter's shop out the front. Looks like maybe one of the mine shafts over here.
need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn.
Let's go and have a look inside. Good old boiler room. There's a lot of steam powered equipment in those days. Didn't have modern machinery like we do nowadays. We'll have a look around the front of it.
We could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, we're dancing till the dawn.
And the old workings from the mine. And I think over here was where the main mine shaft was. Had a thing called a poppet head. If anybody knows anything about gold mining, they'll know it's in through over there. So obviously we can't access that because it's a bit dangerous. So we can have a look from the outside anyway. Fascinating, though. Along here there were miners' huts called the red huts, they call them, in the bush here, which there's nothing left of them anymore, but it said that there was up to 4 people in each little hut, which from the information there sound like they're pretty small huts, and they ate at a boarding house. So they didn't have their meals in the hut, they just basically slept there. But so yeah, it would have been interesting going back in time and having a look at some of this stuff. It would have been very interesting. But there's not a lot left here actually at the moment. There's some more buildings up ahead, so we'll carry on up the track and see what we can see there. So we're at the side of the Waiuta Hospital, and the sign here says that it was financed mainly by union subscriptions which provided free medical care for the workers. And I'll show you the board here. And but the original hospital was actually burnt down while being restored. So I presume that building in behind is another building that they replaced it with. But hey, I could be wrong. The information's just a little bit vague here. But that's where the main hospital was anyway, so we'll carry on up the track. Well, I'm ending the vlog here today. It's been a short little video, but so from what I can see, there's not a lot left of this town. As I say, a lot of the buildings were collapsed and taken out of here when the town shut down. So there's not a lot left to see really. There's a few remnants, but there are some other trackways around here. that are longer, but we've got to travel back to Christchurch today, so we're not going to be spending 2-3 hours on trackways today, because we've got a few hours travelling to do first. Yeah, I shall end it here. So if you like that video, hit that like button and please subscribe, and I'll bring you more of these videos. So that's all for now. We'll see you on the next one.